Good morning to all the students of class 3. I welcome you back to your next English online class for your Olympiad exam. As you can see, today we are going to discuss about your chapter 10 of your IEO workbook, and the name is tenses. So you all are very familiar with this. Tenses, simple present and past. So only two types of tenses are here, and in your junior classes, and in fact in this workbook itself, the chapter where we did the verbs, there also mostly where we have done fill in the blanks with the verbs, it was actually based on the tenses. So you already have an idea about tenses, so it's going to help you to solve this chapter. So first of all, before beginning with the exercise, let's understand what are tenses. Tense in English grammar is a form of verb that defines or indicates the actual occurrence of the verb. That is, in simple language, when the verb or the incident actually happened. Okay, so anything, whatever we are saying, like I am reading now, I am reading, you are talking, he came home yesterday. So, whatever action, whatever verb we are talking about, when did that happen? When did that incident take place? That is what tense means. Tenses are very important because they help us to identify whether the incident occurred in the past, present, or future. There are three types of tenses in English grammar: the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. So here we are going to talk about only two tenses, that is the present tense and the past tense. So as the name itself, it is telling you present tense means something which is talking about the present, which is currently happening or has happened in a very short while, means just presently. And past means which has happened sometime before, and by before it can be like half an hour ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 1 month ago, or many years ago. So exactly how much time before, that is not specific, but if it has already happened, it comes in the category of simple past tense. So that's all information that is required for solving these exercises. So let's begin with that. So first one, fill in the blanks using the correct form of tense. So you have to read the question and then you have to fill in the blanks with the four options that are there. You have to choose the correct option. How you're going to choose? You have to see whether the sentence is written in the present tense or in the past tense, and accordingly you have to fill in the blanks. So first sentence is, once upon a time there dash a beautiful princess, and your options are lived, live, lives, living. So lives and living, these are the present tense. Okay, living, lives, live, these are all present tense, but we cannot use these three words in this sentence. Why? Because it is written once upon a time. So we don't know which time, but we are definitely sure that it is not talking about the current situation, not the present time. It has happened. We don't know the exact time, but it has already happened. So since it is the past, what we are going to do is we will circle A, that is lived. Then number 2, Aditi and Rohan dash their teachers. So Aditi and Rohan, they are two people. So you will not use S with the verb and does with the verb. You will just write Aditi and Rohan obey their teachers. Number 3, Karna dash fruits after meals. So Karna is one person. So it will be takes meals. Okay, so remember the same thing we had done in the verbs chapter also. When we are talking about one person, then in the verb s will be there, okay, and in this case in the tense s will be there. And when we are talking about more than one person, then uh, s will not be there, okay. And I and you, they also take the plural verb, so s will not be there for them also. Next is number 4, the children dash playing when their parents dash home. So the children were playing when their parents came home. That is option number A. Next, number 5. Mr. and Mrs. and Mr. Bansal always invite us to their party, because there are two people. Mrs. and Mr. means more than one. So it will not be invite, it will be invite. We will not put the S. Number 6. Alap faces difficulties bravely. Number 6. Alap faced difficulties bravely. Number 7. Elephants live for 100 years. Elephants, now S is there, okay, so it is plural. So again, when we write the verb or you select the answer, then S is not going to be there. Elephants live for 100 years. Number 8. Our milkman comes only in the morning. He always, number 9, he always has bananas in the mornings. So why we are putting S, that is S as in HAS, has, so S is there. Why? Because he is only one person, and that's why we will use has. Number 10, we must honor our flag. Next we come to exercise B. Change the underlined word into past tense. So a sentence is given, a word is underlined, and you have to just change the word to the past tense. So the first sentence, and generally most of the time we add ed to the verb to make it into the past tense. If it is, it changes to was, and does changes to did. So these are the few things which we need to keep in mind. So number 11, I enjoy seeing statues and old paintings. So enjoy, what will be the past tense? D, enjoyed. Number 12, Mahatma Gandhi is born. So is also underlined, so it will be was born. Number 13, Sheena is. So I told you the past tense of is was. Number 14, the earth moves round the sun. So moves round the sun. Now in this case we cannot use past tense. Why in this case? Because this is a universal fact, okay. The earth moves round the sun, it is a fact. When I speak it today, then also it is true. If I speak it 10,000 years, somebody else speaks it after a long time, then also it is true. It is there forever, we cannot change it. So we cannot change the tense also. If I am talking today, I cannot say that the earth moved round the sun. That means that action is over, but that action is not over. It is still continuing and it will keep on continuing. There is no end to it. So In these cases, when such universal facts are given, which are always true, they cannot be categorized into present, past, or future. That time we don't change the tense. They are there in the present continuous tense, in the simple present tense, and they remain in that same tense. We don't change it. So your answer will be no change. Number 15, who doesn't understand the question? Doesn't will change to didn't. Next, number C, fill in the blanks using the correct tense of the words given in the brackets. So number 16, Aishi, bracket is brush her teeth twice a day. So your answer will be brushes, because this is a habit. She does it every day. It is not what she does one day. So we cannot use the past tense over here. Number 17, my father tries to come home early on Saturdays. The patients of malaria normally recover fully in 2 weeks. It will not change. Recover will be recover, because it is talking about patients more than one. Then next, number 19, I am feeling hungry. Please give me something to eat. It is in the present continuous tense. Next, number D, fill in the blanks using the past form of the verb given in the brackets to complete the story. So a story is given, blanks are given, and in each blank number is given 20, 21, 22, and for each number you are having 4 options. So in each blank you are having 4 options. You have to choose the correct option. Like the bagman dash say that his uncle. Okay, suppose we take only this part, then what blank is there? Blank is 20, number 20 is there, and in the bracket you have say. So what is the correct tense of the word say that you are going to use in this passage? So you will come down to the 4 options of number 20: say, says, said, said. And the number D, that said spelling is absolutely wrong. So that option is completely out. You have A, B, C, 3 options left with you. And which will be the correct option? That is said. So here only I am circling. Then next, number 21, his uncle. I am reading the full passage once and then I am going to tell you the answers. The bagman dash say that his uncle dash be the cleverest fellow and dash wish that the gentlemen and their fathers and mothers had known him. The very first night Tom Smart and his uncle dash meet, they dash take fancy for each other. They dash make a bet about it, making the best tumbler of fruit punch and drinking it the quickest. So this is your passage. Now one by one I'll tell you the answers how to solve. So number 21, bracket is B, and your correct answer will be was. So these are the tenses when you are having in the bracket B, then is, was, were. These are the words you're going to use, you're going to choose from. Next, number 22 is wished. Number 24 is met. Number 24 is took. Sorry children, that was number 23. Number 25, made. Next is the achiever section, that is a mixed type of section. Choose the correct option to fill in the blanks. Number 26, Sunita and Seema practice singing every day. Option A. 27, I last saw him in early 2006. 17. My uncle, number 28, brought a beautiful gift for my birthday yesterday. Please maintain silence. The children are sleeping in the next room. The last one, Ram always obeys. Because it is always, so it will go with the S word. Okay, that is where you will see that S is written, means the simple present tense, because it is always true. He does this always. Now we move to the next chapter that you have, that is question and question tags. So question and question tags. Question tags are different. Before going to the question tags, let's understand what are questions. A question is an interrogative expression often used to test knowledge. So simply, when you ask something, the sentence that you speak to ask something to someone, that is a question. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the most suitable question word. And what are the question words? The common ones which we know: what, when, whom, how, who. These are the common. Why. These are the common question words. So accordingly, what we want to ask, we will see in the sentence and then choose the question word. Number 1, dash much does this car cost? When, which, how, whom. Of course, when much, which much, whom much. You yourself will understand when you put each word in the blank and you check in your mind, you will get the correct answer on your own, because the other words will not make any sense. If you put which much does this car cost, doesn't make any sense at all. The sentence is, it's bizarre, it has no meaning. So which is the correct answer over here? How. Number C. How much does this car cost means what is the cost of this car. Okay. Next, number 2. Dash, are you reading my book? Which, what, why, who. So here the correct answer will be why. Number 3. Dash of these pencils is yours. So that means he or she is showing you some pencils. Some pencils are there, and out of these pencils, which one is yours? So the question word here will be which. Number 4. When will the summer vacation begin? Number 5. What is in the basket? Number 6. Whom do you want to meet? When we are talking about a person, then we use the word whom. Number B. Change the following sentences into suitable questions. So now here a statement is given. This is a very common and very important exercise. A statement is given, a sentence is given, and you have to change the same sentence into a question, into an interrogative sentence. So how we are going to do? See, number 7. I am going to Allahabad tomorrow. So this sentence you have to convert to the interrogative. So means you have to change it into a sentence to which the sentence that is given in your question will become the answer. I am going to Allahabad tomorrow. You have to think in your mind, this is the answer. So what should be the question? In the exam always we give you the question and you all write the answer, but here it is the opposite. Your answer is there and they have asked you to change that answer into a question, means you have to write the question. So number 7, I am going to Allahabad tomorrow. And what are your options? How you are going to Allahabad? Why are you going to Allahabad? When are you going to Allahabad? Are you going tomorrow? So every question, when you try to understand, they are having a different meaning, and this sentence is not fitting to the answer. Only there is option C. Okay, here I am not circling because it will be a big circle and then it will not look neat. So when are you going to Allahabad? This is the only question to which this will be the answer, that is, I am going to Allahabad tomorrow. So like this you have to match and see that which question will be perfect for this answer. Then number 8, we could do this work next month. When could we do this work? See, in A only we got the answer. Then number 9, I came a short while ago. Why did you come? When did you come? How did you come? None of these. So it will be when did you come? That is number B. Number 10, I got to the station on a rickshaw. How did you get the rickshaw? How you got to the station? How did you get to the station? When did you get to the station? So option C is right over here. Then we come to exercise C. Complete the sentences with the correct question tags. So till now we understood what are questions. Now we will understand what are question tags. A question tag is a very short clause at the end of a statement which changes the statement into a question. Like now, whatever we have done till now, 2 exercises, each question was starting with a question word. What, when, how, like this. Now, question tags are what? Full sentence will be there and it will be a normal sentence. Just at the end of it, 2-3 words will be written and a question mark will be there. That will be the question tag. Okay, like when we go to the malls or shops to buy clothes or anything, we have tags. Okay, and what are tags? Tags are not very big, tags are very small, but they are very important. Why? Because all the details, price, company name, everything is written over there. So same way, question tags are very important because they change the full statement into a question, into an interrogative statement. But they don't start with why, who, all these question words. They don't start with that. Full sentence is that there, and then you just put one comma and you write 2 or 3 words, and then you put the question mark and the sentence changes to the question. How? We are going to see. One example I am giving you. She said half price. This is just a normal sentence. We put a comma and then didn't she? So this turns it into a question, means now you have to give an answer yes or no. So question tags always have an answer yes or no. They don't have any explanation. So number 11, what question is here? She is collecting stickers. So what will be a question tag over here? Number A, isn't she? So how we are going to decide that which is the correct question tag? You have to look at the helping verb. Okay, she is. So here you will get the answer. This is the helping word. So your question tag is going to start with that only. If is written, it will start with is, has, have, whatever is there as the helping word. Your question tag is going to start with that. Next, what you have to see, if the statement is positive, your question tag will be negative. How? Like here, she is collecting stickers. This is a positive statement. No negative word is there like no, not, never. But with a positive statement, you always have a negative tag, and with a negative statement, you always have a positive tag. So this you have to keep in mind. So here, she is collecting stickers. This was positive. It was like no negative word was there. So that's why we have chosen the answer isn't she. What is the full form of isn't? It is not. So the negative tag will be taken for this sentence. So same rule we are going to apply for all the sentences and solve. Number 12. Ria hasn't told you. Has she? Kevin will come tonight. Will he? The trip is very expensive. The trip is very expensive. And what are your options? Here they have taken it the other way. It is not, it isn't it? It is. So you have to be very careful. They all look similar. This is your correct answer. The trip is very expensive, isn't it? Number 15. There isn't an ATM here. Is there? Then number 16. They aren't in Mumbai at the moment. Are they? They don't know us. Do they? Number 18. I often come home late. Don't I? Number 19. Kiki doesn't write a letter before bed. Does she? Number 20. We must be on time. Mustn't we? Like must is here, so we will take must, and since not is not there, means it's not a negative sentence, it is a positive sentence, so we will change must to mustn't. And then you will take whatever noun or pronoun name is there, you will add that, and when you write the sentence you will put a question mark. So since here just the blank is there, question mark is already written, that's why they have not given the question mark in your options. Next we come to the achievers section. Choose the correct option to fill in the blank. So it is a mixed section. Rajan came yesterday, didn't he? Dash of these shirts do you like? Which of these shirts do you like? 23. Who is the lead dancer in this group? 24. You can't carry the luggage, can you? 25. When do you leave for the party? So with that we come to the end of this chapter, questions and question tags. I hope all of you have understood. You just have to keep in mind for the question tags that it will be opposite of the sentence. If the sentence is positive, question tag will be negative. If the sentence is negative, then the question tag will be positive. So I will end this video over here. Thank you children for watching. We will meet in the next video with another chapter.